sorry. He didn't mean what he said.
Ah, well, maybe he had a point about the herd beast tasting off. The last lot was a feeble-looking bunch.
So he's forgiven?
For the time being. But if he ever does it again, I'll hang his hide out to dry.
I'll pass the message on.
Talking of passing messages, if you're going to Fort Hold in the near future, I've got an errand I'd like you to run. Seeing as I forgave your friend and all, I figure you Dragonriders owe me a favor.
Alright, reputation increased. Alright, let's see what
Find out if you're going to Fort Hold and then come and see me.
Alright. Can't just tell us what it is. Okay. Who's Yurik?
Morning, Decor. What it will be this morning?
Let's see. I need something for this head of mine.
I need something for this head of mine.
Too much wine, eh? I've just the thing. My own personal cure.
What's in it? Nothing dangerous, I hope.
You'll have to wait and see.
You'll have to wait and see. That's not what I want to hear. Alright, cure for headaches. And let's say that we're hungry.
I'm hungry. What do you have to eat?
We have one pie left and a few meat rolls and some fresh fruit.
I think with my head I'd be better off with the fruit.
Good idea. Here you go.
I don't think it really matters. It basically just gives us an HP up item.
I can't give you any more, or there'll be none left for anyone else.
Yeah, so stop being greedy, Decor. God. Alright, so now that we've got our little hangover cure here, there we go. Let us use our hangover cure. And look at that, full health. Giant purple bottle. So let's see, who else is in here? Anybody useful? Roma.
Oh, Decor! Come to help me with my hatching ceremony preparations. We need a meal big enough for a dragon.
A dragon-sized meal? Sounds good, Roma. What do you want
He's
from
so
me?
excited.
What do I want? Why, ingredients, Decor, ingredients!
Ingredient?
That's what I said. Ingredients. Lots of them. Here's the list. You'd better write this down. Don't want you bringing back the wrong things now, do we?
I will write them in my journal, Roma, but I'm sure I can remember them.
That's the spirit, lad. Well, for starters, I need nettleweed, featherfoot, and a whole bundle of flax.
Well, that's not too bad.
My, you're funny, Decor. I also need some old wine of at least 60 turns. Red wine, that is.
Oh, did the game lag out?
Is that all?
Oh, there we go.
No, that's not all. You must also find me 4 tunnel snake eggs and, two nice big wary eggs for old Roma.
Wary eggs?
Indeed, that should be about it. Now you be off now and let me cook. Return here if you find any of those ingredients. But remember, we have some time yet before the ceremony, so you make sure you get all those other more important things done first.
Alright, well. Let's see. Let's head out. See if we've gotten everything we can get there. And let's bring Lockin his journal back so we can get our journal. Let's see, upstairs. So you can see we're gathering people, and as we gather them, they sit at the table. So it's kind of a good way to keep track of how many you have left to go.
Oh, you found my journal, and I went and had a new one made. Crack dust! Well, I've no use for this new one now. You may as well have it.
Thanks. I'm sure it will come in handy.
Every time something important happens, you should write it down. But you must learn how to scribe before you can write anything. Now, where did I put that skin?
So I don't know if that means that Decor just has no idea how to write at all, or if he just is supposed to learn calligraphy or something. But let's see here. Let's go this way. And now we can tell Neth that he's forgiven, so he can come to the meeting as well. So let's see, where was he? Nope, not that way. Nope, not that one. Was it this one? Yes, it was.
Decor, what news?
Well, Tom isn't too happy with you, but you're in the clear.
Tom? The cook? Oh, this is some sort of bad dream. He'll poison my claw for sure.
Fret not, my friend. The air is cleared, and your claw will be poison-free. Although you've done his herd beast a great disservice.
The bubbly pies were fine. It was the herd beast that tasted foul. Did you not taste it yourself? Bitter to the bone.
Bendon wine took away most of the taste, I'm afraid.
Well, thank you, Decor. I suppose I'd better go and apologize myself.
Alright, more reputation.
Oh, by the way, I have some news for you.
Oh, yes.
Azoth thinks she may have found a potential weirwoman within the weir. She seems to be a little more sensitive than the other greens.
Really? Who?
Ramala, Kendrick, the craftsman's daughter. She is out of the weir for the next couple of days, but perhaps you could talk to her when she returns. It would be good to find a new weirwoman within the weir.
Alright. More knowledge. Alright, so we've done just about everything we can do upstairs, so let's go downstairs. So this is kind of like our entry hall area. So let's go over. Whoops, that was the back button. So yeah, this doesn't look suspicious, you know, or anything at all. So let's go this way. I don't think there's anything on that side. Nope. This way. Let's talk to this guy.
Decor, I take it Zenth told you your riding gear was ready.
He did.
Here. Nasty marks on the hide. And you got through that without a scratch?
A little bruised, but nothing to worry about. That jacket has lasted me for countless turns. It must have been the hide of the most stubborn wear on Pern. Garon's wing has taken over thread fighting duty now, anyway. So I suppose that is the end of the action for me.
I'm sure something's just round the corner to keep you busy.
Yes, I'm sure.
I have a feeling you may be right.
Alright. Nothing else in here. So let's go across the way. And let's talk to this guy.
I can't concentrate on this writing with people hanging over my shoulder.
Well, I'm sorry to have disturbed you.
Oh my, a Dragonrider. Forgive me, sir. I meant no offense.
You're forgiven. What are you doing?
I'm here from Harper Hall to deliver a new batch of skins to the Wayleader's personal collection. However, I forgot a couple of important ballads, so I'm scribing them now.
So, you're a scribe. I don't suppose you could take some time to show me your skills.
I suppose so, seeing as you're a Dragonrider. I don't do this for everyone, you know.
Of course, and I appreciate it.
You already have a journal, so I can give you this ink stylus to use to scribe in it. Write small, as skins are precious, and write often, as information is even more so.
That's all there is? Write small and write often?
Well, yes. You can view your journal at any time by pressing the journal button. Whenever something very important happens, you should update your journal.
Well, let's put it into practice.
Alright. Journal updated. So I believe, yes, aha, here's our journal. So this actually is kind of helpful because it tells us whenever we finished a quest. So, you know, like I picked up my riding gear, quest complete. Bit about Vahol, okay cool, I delivered his message, quest complete. So it's all that kind of stuff basically. So we got some blank pages. Let's see, took their dice. So the really important one, like the really helpful one, is this one, because it tells you what the ingredients you need for Roma are, and I believe it ticks them off when you have them as well. So, let's get out of the journal. And yes, Lex, I like that the knowledge stat is increased by learning things about the world as well. It's kind of cool, I like that. So let's see, we've done, I think, everything in the weir that we can do, so let's head outside. Or rather, inside of the weir itself. Let's go to the bowl. Alright, so, you know, I like kind of how wide it is. I do think it's kind of like pretty good in that respect, but it definitely needs to be a lot taller. So let's go over here, because this is a giant gaping hole, and usually a giant gaping hole in a weir means a very specific place. So, I was kind of disappointed by the hatching grounds when I first saw this, because as you'll notice, there's 0 sand, and it looks really weird. I mean, the eggs are kind of cool. They're really big, which is really neat, and I like that. Those are apparently the stands, which is weird. But you'll notice I say things are weird a lot in this game, but that's just because I've read the books for ages. This is a gold egg, which is pretty neat. This is Morath, who we've been talking about a ton. She's very upset because her rider's dead. Talk to her.
I wouldn't disturb Morath if I were you.
That was the last thing on my mind. How is she?
Nalea's death hit her hard. She has become very introverted. I'm worried as she eats too little for her frame.
How fares the golden egg?
Morath seems to be tending to it more than the others. I'd wager we have about a week until it hatches.
Then finding a suitable candidate is of paramount importance. Thank you, Celia.
Oh, Decor?
Yes?
I wonder if you might return here when you become more knowledgeable of the ways of Pern. I might have something for you to look after.
Oh, really? Good to know, good to know. So yes, this is Morath. She's very, very sad. Let's head out of the hatching grounds, because there's nothing else we can do in here. Alright. I always forget that auto run is enabled for when you're outside, so I always hold the run and then it's kind of like, why am I walking? Doesn't make any sense. So you notice that these are like the least sneaky secrets you've ever seen in your life, but I can't break them open right now because I need a pickaxe first. So let's head over here. There's a couple things we can do over here. Let's go inside this house first. Kendrick's house. And she was supposed to be out of the weir for a couple of days, but apparently she's here.
Oh, you startled me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No matter. You must be Decor.
I am. And you are?
I am Ramela, the daughter of Kendrick the Craftmaster.
Naeth's Reem. Azoth has told me of this one. She has the makings of a werewoman.
Well met, Ramela. I'm glad to have found you here.
Really?
The dragons have noted that you are suitable for the golden egg.
Me? A candidate for werewoman?
It would seem so. If you are interested, then you should begin to prepare yourself.
Yes, of course. I'll make my way to the hatching ground straight away.
Alright. Got us a lot of reputation with that one, actually. Alright. So there's nothing else we can pick up in here. I believe that there are 10 potential werewomen. So that was our first. This game is kind of all about collectibles in a way, because you have the werewomen, you have the fire lizards. Oh, let's go over here.